Hello and welcome to the RPG Academy podcast Twitch channel and YouTube channel. My name is Michael, and I am here today for session one of Castlevania. This is the newest game or newest stream, I guess, for a game I'm going to start. I put a poll out on Twitter with this as one of the options, and it received about 50% of the vote. Didn't get a ton of votes, but it still got 50% of them. So, who am I to argue with the will of the people? So, I thought I would go ahead and do this one. It's been one that from the very beginning people have mentioned that they would be interested in. My hesitancy, as I think I've mentioned before, is I've played this game before, but not much. I don't think I'm very good at it. And I was a little bit worried that this would be a game that I would just have to like give up partway through because I would never ever be able to beat it. And that may still come to fruition. We're about to find out. So just giving a couple minutes to see if anybody out there wants to jump into chat before we actually get started. But we're going to get started here in just a second. Okay, and away we go. So there's really only two actions here. We have whip with the B button and jump with the A button, and you can of course jump and whip. There are two different upgrades with the whip, which I now have both of them at this sort of introductory level here. That's all this is teaching you that you can shoot things and or shoot things. You can whip things and get things from it. So here we have, I guess, what would be the first actual level. So these hearts that I'm collecting are not actually affecting my life total. If you look in the top left, there's a score. Underneath it, there's player. That's basically my health. If I get hit, that will go down. But these hearts that I'm collecting don't actually do anything about that. That was bad. But there's like a scoring mechanism for the game. When you complete a level, the more hearts you have, the more points you get. So there is a benefit to collecting them. It's just it doesn't actually refill your hearts. Earlier, I got like a dagger. You can see inside that box to the right of my health and then the enemy health, which is for the boss of the level. So that doesn't reflect to anybody else's health. It's just, oh, son of a gun, did it again. Remember how I said I wasn't good at this game, and that was the reason why I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it? Yep. So I do remember from playing this as a kid, there are some places where there are things that are like hidden. You can bust blocks. I believe there's like food in some of them. And I believe that food is what will actually refill my health in the middle of the level. Like right there. Yep, that perfect filled me up. Well, say it filled me all the way up, but then I got hit again, so wasn't paying attention. Silly. There's also a time limit for each stage. As you can see, I have a timer counting down. I think if your timer goes to 0, you just die. So we want to avoid that if possible. But I think I was saying earlier, inside that box there is like I don't know, it's like a sub weapon that I have access to. Sometimes they fall, and each one has a different ability or power. The one that's there now is like a holy vial of holy water. The cross that just fell basically kills everything on screen, but you don't have to. It just automatically happens. You don't have to choose to do it, and it doesn't take away what you had before. But if I want to throw the holy vial, if I push up and then the B button, it will throw it. Yeah, I believe that vial I just got is either like an invulnerability thing. Actually, I don't know what it is. And I now have the axe. And I think this is the first mini boss here. Ah, okay, I don't know what either of those things are. Yay! Okay. This little ball here will refill my health since I beat the first boss. And now it's counting down all the hearts I had and adding those to my points. So again, if you collect more hearts along the way, it affects your scoring. I believe at a certain score, you get like a bonus life. So there's just a map of my progress. And so I don't remember those numbers exactly, but the more health you have, the better off you'll be, I'm sure. So now I have a boomerang, which I don't think I actually have to catch it. I think it just will let you again hit multiple or hit the same enemy more than once, like what I did with that knight there. So it hits it once and then it comes back there and hits it again. Apparently you don't have a whole lot of time to get those things. Welcome, Big Al. Oh, son of a gun. I'm on a little son of a gun. I'm on a little bit of a delay, not as much as before, so I don't actually know what you are referencing. So the boomerang took that knight out with 2 hits, one there and back. The knife, the dagger, I guess, did not. Ah, and I'm dead. I don't know for sure. I think it has something to do with your points. It's like a point modifier because it looked like a sort of like the Roman numeral 2. But I actually don't know for sure. Again, reminder for anyone watching, I do not claim to be good at any of the games that I'm playing. This one more so than most. Hello, Sumqui. Some key, I think is how you say that. Let's see if I can actually get across. Nope. There we go. Hoping there's some food around here somewhere. So the bonus item I have now is a stopwatch, which allows me to freeze all my enemies, which is quite handy. But not when you're dumb, like I am. Aha. So that gets me most of the way back up. So apparently it takes 6 lashings to kill those statue thingies. So I was curious if the stopwatch would work on a mini boss. Turns out it does. But I think it uses hearts. I hadn't noticed that before, but I think there is a cost associated with using those. I'll have to double check that on this next level. But either way, that still was surprisingly easy there. Ah, okay. Some key jumping in saying that yes, it does use hearts. And I guess I'll assume at this point that certain ones use different amounts. Probably the ones that are more effective. Okay, that's annoying as all get out. That's not what I meant to do. That was definitely not what I was trying to do. Hardy har har. But yes, clearly it did, because I'm dumb. Ooh. So good to know the staircases won't save you. I think I'm beginning to remember why I never beat this game. Tomorrow is only a day away. Okay, so maybe my problem here is I'm just trying to go too fast. Need to slow stuff down. Okay, well, that was session one. I figure I'll just, every time I die, well, unless I die really, really quick, I think I did a little bit of Googling on this game, more so than I've done with any of the others. I think there are 18 stages, so I'm almost halfway through already, but I do think they get harder as you go, not easier. Uh, so plan is probably this week to just keep plugging away. I'm still dealing with my kids in their school, but it seems like between 1:30 and 2 is when I'll be able to stream most days. Just when they're basically when their school is over, I can jump on for a little bit. And I've also been having terrible internet issues continually with trying to upload my videos after I clean up the audio and export them as videos for YouTube. It's taken me somewhere in the neighborhood of like 15 hours to upload the video. So if I keep them to like 20 to 30 minutes, then obviously they'll go a little quicker. So in the future, like when I play a game that takes longer, like I actually have Dragon Warrior 2 on the way, so that will probably be the game after Castlevania. I may have to break the YouTube videos up and do them in like sessions 2A and 2B or something. I don't know. I'm still playing with it. But thank you, Big Al, and thank you, Sumkey, for jumping on and hanging out with me for a little bit. I always appreciate it. And if there's any other games, so again, Castlevania is now, Dragon Warrior 2 should be next because I should have it before I beat this one. There's like 700 Nintendo games. I don't think I'm going to do all of them, but probably will do a few more. So if you have any that you would particularly like, let me know, and I'll see if I can get a hold of it. So thanks, and see you guys later. Bye bye.